It's just the mess, and my news is real.
Child, the ghetto.
This is the Rumor Report.
So my news is real.
On The Breakfast Club.
Woo, honey, it's ghetto up in here.
Good luck, Jess.
All right, so before we get to Jay-Z and them, because that's pretty juicy, Oakland Street to be named after Tupac. Now, this is just personal for me. Y'all gonna probably look at me like, what? I didn't know that he was not from Baltimore.
I thought he was from Baltimore.
Nah, he was born in New York, Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was from, I didn't know he was from New York.
Yeah, he was born in New York.
Pac was born in New York, yeah.
Okay, so he's born in New York, and then he spent some time in Baltimore.
A lot of time in Baltimore.
Yeah, a lot of time.
His formative years, I think.
Yeah, so that's what I think, because I never heard anything about that. So growing up, I just thought that he was straight from Baltimore. So I've been like, being a gangster, like, yo, we got Tupac. And we got Tupac. That's what I thought. But he's getting his Oakland Street named after him, The street Tupac used to live on in Oakland is being given the honorary name Tupac Shakur Way.
I'm shocked that it's not more streets on the West Coast named after Tupac
him already.
Yeah, I feel like Tupac should be competing with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when it comes to streets all across the country.
Hold up.
I don't know about that.
Everywhere I'm just saying,
man.
everywhere you go, there's a street named after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Well,
the way people love hip hop culture, I would think there'd be a lot of Tupac ways.
So why isn't it? We got any streets named after Biggie? Like we ain't got no Biggie Boulevards.
Nah, I'm sure there's in Brooklyn. I'm sure there's a Biggie Street or Biggie Boulevard, Notorious Way or something like that.
There is Christopher Wallace Way or something.
Yeah, Christopher Wallace Way. I think it is.
Okay, all right. True Tupac fans know that Pac was actually born in Harlem. See, I just knew that. I think Envy wrote this. Then eventually moved to Baltimore where he stayed. So he was a teenager and then moved to Marin City in California. All right, cool. That's what's up. I think that's dope.
Yes, and Biggie does have a street named after him.
Christopher Wallace Way, I think, right?
Is in Brooklyn?
Christopher Notorious Big Wallace Way.
Yeah. Ooh. Imagine living on that street. You can't even say it. It's so long. All right. Former music executive Lance Rivera insists that Jay-Z never stabbed him in 1999. So he said he never stabbed him. I think it's so funny because allegedly, I guess Jay-Z said that he did. Or something. Back in 1999, Lance Rivera, better known as which I don't know why that's his middle name. Why would you do that? Was stabbed at a party for Q-Tip. Is a former music executive, whatever, known mostly for his close association with Biggie.
That's right.
All right. For years, there have been several different stories about what happened that night at the club, who stabbed
You're just trying to prove you can read.
But on paper,
we got
absolutely,
audio.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we got audio.
But on paper, Jay-Z was believed to be, I don't want to listen because I don't understand what them niggas be talking about, so I ain't really trying. I mean, I'll let y'all decipher, but I'm going to read first, Envy. Jay-Z was believed to be the person that stabbed him. At the time of the stabbing, Jay-Z maintained that his innocence.
We get it, Jess. You can read.
Well, he said it in the lyrics. In Kill Jay-Z, he said in the lyrics, he said, the actual lyric is, you got a knot in your chest, imagine how a knife hurts. You stabbed over some records. Your excuse was he was talking too reckless. So he talks about that in Kill Jay-Z.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he mentioned it a couple of times.
Yeah.
You want to throw to the audio now?
We can throw. Matter of fact, how about you throw it to the audio then? How about you throw it to the audio? Go ahead, throw it.
Was Jay-Z the one that actually stabbed you?
No. Jay-Z was not the guy who actually stabbed me that night.
But Jay-Z was there when you got stabbed. Actually in front of you when you got stabbed.
It was like, me and Jay-Z had a conversation right before I got hit in the head with a champagne bottle.
Well, what did he tell you?
He just kept saying, you broke my heart. You broke my heart. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know where people got Jay-Z stabbed me from. Because if anybody knows Jay-Z, Jay-Z's a nice guy. And it's never been his history.
Hey, man, salute to DJ Vlad. Dropping the clues bombs for Vlad, because that Lance Rivera Vlad TV interview had me in a chokehold all weekend. I feel like I watched all 73 clips of that interview.
That is crazy. So he said he never did. But this the thing. Like, do you think something like that could be, like, paid off? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's been so long ago. I mean, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I just know it's a very fascinating conversation.
But he did say we was talking, and you broke my heart.
Well, they all from Brooklyn, and they, and Lance used to run Biggie's record label.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure they were all a tight-knit community. I mean, he was Biggie's partner. He was the one that, had Little Kim and had Caesar, had Junior Mafia. So they probably all knew each other. So I'm sure it was something different than just whatever it was.
It was over the boot. He thought they said that was bootlegging Jay-Z's album. It was I think it was volume 3. Another thing that said in there too, he talked about how Nas told y'all what it was on Ether when he said your man stabbed on it, made you take the blame. I don't know.
Wow, damn, and they just talking about this just all over lyrics and
But
stuff.
I love that interview, man, because Un is in there talking about like Biggie's creativity.
Well, we have that too. We have some of the clips too about something. He talks about Biggie.
I honestly, as much as I know and as many people as I speak to, I honestly don't know who killed Biggie. Do you feel like you know who killed Biggie?
Yeah.
Can you say it?
No, I'm going to tell it on the series.
Okay. But you feel confident you know who did it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I did my mob research.
Okay.
And stop blaming Suge, because nowhere in Suge's story has always been beat them up, fuck them up, drag them. In this story, there's no kill him, shoot him. Was shooting Suge. All these guys was puppets, scapegoats. Bigger plays were involved with them when it came to this hundreds and billions of dollars in money, man.
Why are these conversations so fascinating to me? It's like Greek mythology at this point when you hear those stories.
Because this is all real. This is
information
that we
real.
don't even seem like we would ever find out. That's why.
That's why when you meet people from that era, people that was actually there, like you just find yourself going down a rabbit hole of conversation with them if they willing to talk.
Well, there was no social media back then, so the only time you got information was the news and Angie Martinez and Wendy Williams back then. So you never got the full story. So now that these brothers are telling the full story, you want to hear. Like you want to hear all that information.
I tell Angie Martinez that all the time. People that have had conversations with Biggie and Tupac, like actually interviewed them, they're just like that's beyond iconic to me because they don't even seem like real people.
But so many of our fallen soldiers, whether it was Big Pun, whether it was Old Dirty Bastard, whether it was Michael Jackson, those conversations are the ones we didn't get to hear because there was no social media. The internet just was started at that time.
Well, guess what?
What?
AI about to make it. AI about to bring all of them back.
And something as serious as this, don't keep putting in rumor report for me. Do this when y'all got another co-host or something like this, because this is very serious stuff.
I thought we wasn't having no more co-hosts.
And
that's what you just said. You didn't want no co-hosts.
Y'all doing it to the end of the year. So until I make a choice to be like, all right, can't nobody else come up here. Y'all got to give them the hard stories because this is serious. I'm sweating reading this shit. I'm like, hold up, this is too serious.
Just like I wasn't even born when all of this was happening.
I didn't even get to meet Jay yet, man. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness. All right. When we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.